oftentimes we see self-awareness as how our mind and how our body feel. And I want to change that aspect and think of it more as how you react and how you also choose not to react to certain experiences and obstacles in your life. And you may be thinking, well, how does that impact me? How does that prove importance to my lifestyle? So I wanted to bring 3 aspects of self-awareness that I feel that are very important to that journey, which are recognizing, monitoring, and controlling how you react. In my past, I learned that self-awareness isn't always knowing absolute things, and sometimes it's okay to seek help from others. So an experience I had from that was to paint a more clear picture. I was around 15 and I was being lectured that I had made a decision that unfortunately did not end up benefiting me. And although I didn't like what was being said to me, I still took it into consideration and took the advice that was being given to me. And I recognized in that moment that it's okay not to have absolute answers, and it's okay not to always want to do things by yourself, because that's the person that I am. I'm very stubborn and I like to learn things by myself. So in that moment, I learned that while being self-aware is thought to be really easy and very fast, it's also kind of one of the hardest things, because you have to learn to move past your ego and overcome your obsession with yourself and your obsession for being right. And you have to truly be honest about your actions and how you're moving forward and handling yourself and also handling other people. Nowadays, I've kind of changed that view of self-awareness by monitoring how I react and how I react to other people, and how I just choose not to react to them. I've kind of discovered that reaction, it kind of stimulates a chaotic environment, and it really creates uncomfortable spaces. And we can kind of relate it to like science. When you have a reaction, things usually explode or they get hot. So it's best to always keep that reaction from happening. And one of those experiences that I've gone through is having a disagreement with somebody. You really are responsible for yourself, and while you're going through your journey of self-awareness, you begin to understand that more so. You are responsible for your actions, like you're always taught, and you have to remain your composure and kind of allow for more peaceful environments for yourself. And in my personal experience, while having that disagreement, the person that I was having that disagreement with was very chaotic and very disruptful, and I kind of learned that for myself and my own benefits, to learn how to better communicate with people, it's kind of better to allow them to have their reaction and for you to focus on yourself. And for me, that was one of my biggest breakthroughs, and this is a great skill for anybody to come through and to have, because personally, as an athlete, being very aggressive and being very straightforward, while it works on the field and while it works in competition, it doesn't always work in real life situations, and you can't always bring that characteristic into the real world because it's not perceived very well. So developing these skills and learning how to be self-aware and how you're using some of your traits and determining how they're beneficial to you or how they're not beneficial to you, and putting some of these things aside can really, really help you in mastering self-awareness in your future with a lot more ease. And in my future, I hope to foresee self-awareness in the sense that it allows me to make some more room for some self-improvements and The way I see that is to allow me to have more rapidness in my judgments. By that, I mean I want to be more quicker, being hands-on. And one of my major goals is to become a firefighter. And as a woman, I have to be more hands-on because I don't have the physical capacity as most men do. And that's a very male-dominant career. So this job requires a lot of physical demand and a lot of mental demand. And I have to be able to, my body has to be able to comply with all the demands that it's requiring from me. So I really hope that I'm able to ensure this maximum effort by paying more awareness to myself, and that really comes into self-care, being able to feed your body and your mind, because those are two very, very important aspects of self-awareness, is being able to create that stability. And the simple things of self-awareness is always thought to be so complex. Well, it's one of the most important things, is genuinely just taking care of your body and taking care of your mind. And one of the most perfect examples of that is bodybuilders, or people who work out regularly, even athletes. A lot of them are taught to do things such as taping or stretching and massaging. Just those physical aspects of maintaining your body are little things of self-awareness that they might not even know. So we can kind of see that self-awareness is brought through practice. And with that practice, you gain the abilities to recognize, monitor, and control how you handle yourself, and it creates a better perception of yourself as well. And to conclude that, I kind of wanted to end on a really powerful and encouraging note of self-awareness gives you the capacity to learn from your mistakes as well as your successes, and it enables you to grow. And that was said by Lawrence Bossidy, and I really wanted to end on that because it creates a really powerful environment for people who are looking to become more self-aware and are looking to begin that journey.